my favorite tactic, the discovered check. There are several of these from intermediate to advanced in skill level. I'll be working with some students, so feel free to pause your video or fast forward as you like. Our tactic is discovered check. Let's think about what we can do with this knight. Unleashing a discovered check here. So that's what a discovered check is. It's where you have a piece in front of one of your own pieces and you can move that piece, unleashing another attacker. Now, it's not always the back piece that's attacking like it is in this case. The queen is attacking it. Sometimes it can be the forward piece goes and attacks the king and unleashes, say, a bishop, a rook, or a queen on some other poor, unsuspecting piece. So black to play here. What should we do? This is kind of a cool thing. The knight has like this magical immunity from capture. He could kind of go wherever he wanted. Like he could go to a ridiculous square like over here, and the rook can't take him. I'm not saying you should do that, but the rook would not be able to take him because, yeah, the queen would be checking the king. So kind of interesting. Is it this then? Because, yeah, we're doing the discovered check. We're not in danger of checkmate. I think what we're trying to do is maybe promote this pawn. What happens if they put the king here? So they're attacking. We could play this checking move here, in which case maybe their king comes further out, attacking our knight again. Well, although that wouldn't be a good, I mean, the queen would be attacking. Yeah, we can, there's a strong move to play here. Remember, of course, we always start by thinking about checking moves. Do you see any, Daniel, Daryl, do you guys see any checking moves? I forgot to give trophies for being here in the first 5 for both of you, or well, all of you. Do you see any checking moves here?
I can't see a checking move that's about well, there's tons. Something like queen to d2, queen to e4, and also knight to f2. That's kind of risky.
Yeah, it is. It would be a semi-loose piece. Yeah. So if you move the knight here, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about semi-loose pieces. It's a piece that would be defended, but yet attacked the same number of times. And so you have to be careful with semi-loose pieces. But can you see a way? So what are the 3 things that we're always supposed to consider?
Well, checks, captures, and loose pieces.
Okay, yeah. And that's that is the issue here actually, is that there are yeah, let's think about checks and captures. Queen to d2. Well, the trouble with queen to d2, I mean, you lose your knight, but I guess you get the bishop. So it's pretty even, although you're going to lose this fantastic pawn here who I'd like to keep. Yeah, the rook would capture, and yeah, you'd lose your queen. Now, you could take the rook, but then you would lose your knight. You know, the king would then be able to capture. So as black, you'd be giving up your mighty queen and your knight just for the rook. So that doesn't look like a good scenario. That's one of the biggest things I can hopefully teach you, is just to always be aware of every check. And if you're noticing checking moves, you're moving in the right direction. Black to move here and take advantage of this position. So we played this move here. King moves up. What shall we play? That's just mate. I mean, they have to block. It's mate in 2, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the queen takes away, knight takes away. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're doing discovered checks, which are actually my favorite tactic, really. I'm not sure how we bring that into being in this position, but yes, it is.
Queen takes rook.
Wait, is that just mate? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, no, the bishop's in the way. So queen takes rook. The king is forced to capture.
Bishop g4.
Bishop g4, the double check. Double, I don't think is actually a word. Double check. The double check. The bishop and the rook are both checking. And I don't know. Let's say the king goes here.
Then rook d1 checkmate.
Fantastic. What vision. Okay. Yep, yep. I've seen this one before too, so that you end up getting to where you just recognize that sort of thing. Double check, the most powerful tactic in chess. There's nothing more powerful than a double check. In the case of a double check, absolutely the king must move. There is no other choice. You cannot move any other piece in a double check. So again, this is the most powerful move in chess. The king must always move. It wouldn't have mattered if you moved this way. We'd have the opera mate. The opera mate from Paul Morphy's 1858. I think it's 18. Anyway, yeah, 200-year-old game plus. But in Morphy's game, all he had left was his bishop and his rook. But yeah, do check out Opera Box game. That's a great game. Black to play, and doesn't look like a discovered check. Yeah, I would say this is a different tactic entirely. Do think about checks, captures, loose pieces. And I want to look up real quick that game. It's a really famous game, so I just want to get the correct year. I am a chess historian also. Well, I style myself as such. 1858. In 1858, he played. So yeah, black to play and just find a winning position. There's a way to like crush your opponent, destroy them. And do you see any checking moves, Daniel or Daryl?
Well, I can see one.
Yeah, we're always supposed to consider
G8.
queen to g8. And what do you think they're gonna do if we play queen to g8?
Capture queen. Look.
How could they capture your?
Queen
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. But okay, yeah. So that's a good point there. Definitely, I actually didn't see that. So they could just capture. Okay, so if we play that move, they capture. What could we play?
And then we could just play.
It's like a Pillsbury's, man.
Rook.
Yeah. So the rook comes over and puts him in check. So capturing the bishop now, the rook puts the king in check. The king has to go here. This is actually a challenging one. So the king's in the corner now. What could we do? This is like a windmill. It's beautiful.
Are you the bishop?
Yeah, so you put the bishop over now, and he's in check. And the king has to go back again. So the bishop puts him in check. The king has to go over. So if the bishop puts him in check, he goes here. And then what do we play? We've got a rook sitting here on g1 or g8.
And then we move the bishop back.
Back to where?
Maybe better. To f3.
I think so.
No.
I think that's correct.
The queen.
So we sacrifice the queen. And yep, as you saw, they're going to block with the bishop. And we play bishop here. And that is checkmate. Okay, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed those. And please subscribe if you're interested in more tactics, as I will be posting several videos every week. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.